Look, let's establish once again that there is a huge comet headed towards Earth.
On December 5th, 2021, Netflix released a film called Don't Look Up, which is about two scientists trying to warn the world about a massive comet between 5 and 10 kilometers wide called a planet killer that is going to impact the Earth in 6 months and 14 days.
A direct hit of Earth in 6 months and 14 days.
There is much to unpack concerning this movie and how it mirrors reality in light of the fact that on January 3rd, 2022, the Jerusalem Post published an article titled Don't Look Up, Apocalypse-Level Asteroid to Fly Past Earth this month. The asteroid, called 7482 1994 PC1, is a stony asteroid classified as a near-Earth object and potentially hazardous asteroid of the Apollo group. The asteroid is approximately 1.1 kilometers in diameter. That makes it 4 times the size of the Eiffel Tower and 3.5 times the size of New York City's Empire State Building. According to NASA, this asteroid could cause a worldwide cataclysm if it impacted Earth. However, they claim that it will pass the Earth on January 18th at a distance of around 1.98 million kilometers away. This may be true, but the timing of the release of the movie Don't Look Up in relation to this asteroid headed towards Earth, coupled with all the other symbolism and nuance connected with it, is curious to say the least.
Look, let's establish once again that there is a huge comet headed towards Earth.
Allow me to explain. The date the Jerusalem Post published this article was January 3rd. January 3rd, or 1-3, gives us the number 13, the number of rebellion. And since this is a celestial body falling from the heavens, it points to the rebellious fallen angels, or Nephilim, giants. The name of the asteroid is 7482, and 7 plus 4 plus 8 plus 2 equals 21, which can be expressed as 777 and points to Aleister Crowley's Libra 777 and the lightning which fell from heaven.
And William Blake said, "Behold the red dragon, because you will kneel before him, because this is your Antichrist, motherfucking superstar."
The year 2022 gives us the number 44, since 22 times 2 is 44, and points to Barack Obama, whose name in Hebrew actually means lightning from heaven. These are the same words spoken by Messiah when describing Satan being cast out of heaven in Luke 10:18. Not only that, but if we count from December 5th, 2021, the date the movie Don't Look Up was released, until January 18th, 2022, the day that the potentially hazardous asteroid of the Apollo group is scheduled to encounter the Earth, is 44 days. Again, a reference to Barack. Interestingly enough, on January 18th, 2009, the New York Times Magazine released a special inauguration issue called Obama's People, a reference to the fallen angels, or Nephilim giants. January 18th also gives us the number 18, which is 666, the number of the beast. This asteroid is part of the Apollo group. Apollo is the sun god, which also points to Obama, whose logo is that of the rising sun. You may remember that Obama recently signed a deal with Netflix, so it's no surprise then that Netflix is the company that released this movie. The article compares the size of this asteroid to the Eiffel Tower, which is a symbolic representation of the phallus of the sun god. They also compare it with the Empire State Building, which points to the last world empire, the fourth and final kingdom, which will be ruled by the Antichrist, as found in Daniel 2:40-43, as well as Revelation 13:1 and 2. The two main characters in the movie Don't Look Up are Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio. The name Jennifer means white fairy, fair one, or white shadow. A fairy is a demonic spirit, sprite, ghost, or fallen angel. The name Lawrence means bright and shining one, which points to Lucifer, the light bearer. The name comes from Laurentum, which comes from the laurel tree, a tree that is sacred to Apollo, the sun god, and which signified victory. This connects back to Obama's speech at Victory Column.
People of the world, look at Berlin, where a wall came down, a continent came together, and history proved that there is no challenge too great for a world that stands as one.
The name Leonardo means brave as a lion. 1 Peter 5:8 tells us that the devil is a roaring lion. The name DiCaprio means goat, having derived its origin from the Italian word capra. Thus, the pairing of the meaning of both their names gives us this phrase. The demonic spirit of the fallen angel, Lucifer, the light bearer, will give the sun god, Obama, the victory. He is the roaring lion and the goat. We were told that the asteroid will be in the constellation Pisces on January 18th. In mythology, divine associations with Pisces include Poseidon, Neptune, Aphrodite, Eros, Typhon, Vishnu, and the Sumerian goddess Inanna. Poseidon and Neptune both represent the beast from the sea. Aphrodite, Eros, and Inanna were all gods or goddesses of love and sex. Inanna also descended into the underworld. The connection of this asteroid, Pisces, and sex is the reason why the phone number listed in the movie featured in a government PSA is an actual, real-life sex line. Typhon was a fire-breathing dragon with 100 heads who was cast into the underworld, a representation of Satan. Vishnu is a deity in the Hindu religion, a god of peace, who has 10 avatars, which include his incarnation as a perfect human being, as well as a divine diplomat and statesman. This points to the Antichrist, the false man of peace.
And yet I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the considerable controversy that your generous decision has generated. In part, this is because I am at the beginning and not the end of my labors on the world stage.
Who will claim to be God incarnate.
Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.
As it pertains to Pisces, in classical interpretations, the symbol of the fish is derived from the Ichthyo centaurs, who aided Aphrodite when she was born from the sea. Again, a reference to the beast that rises from the sea. The Ichthyo centaurs were centering sea beings with the upper body of a human, the lower anterior half and forelegs of a horse, and the tailed half of a fish. The earliest example dates to the 2nd century BC among the friezes in the Pergamum altar. Pergamum is identified as Satan's seat in Revelation chapter 2, verses 12 and 13. Remember, Obama also used a replica of the Pergamum altar at his acceptance speech at Invesco Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver.
I accept your nomination for presidency of the United States.